My name is Shane Hernandez. I'm with Kaizen Home Sales. Been with them for 5 years now. Started in 2018 when Kaizen started. Wyatt kind of recruited me, and I initially went in for a marketer's job, and he kind of convinced me to go the agent route, and that's the way I went, and have been here loving it ever since and continuing to grow. So Wyatt recruited me as a realtor. I was currently a fireman, and he said, hey, look, this could be a lucrative career. You could really grow. It's more than just a business. It's growing in life. And I love the idea. I mean, I felt like that was not, you couldn't find that anywhere else locally. I'd kind of been in that self-help type self-improvement niche for a little bit, watching a lot of videos, and Wyatt just kind of, his philosophy is kind of molded to that. So he told me a number like, look, I think you can make this amount of money. And I thought, that sounds great to me. So I did it, jumped in, and obviously it's a learning curve as with anything, but he just coached me through it. And over the years, we just continued to grow. And I think back to a time when financially I wasn't, when I first started, things were tight and very tight. And since then, it's just, there's freedom. There's a little bit more financial freedom, and it's growing more and more. I've actually, last year, bought 2 rent houses, purchased my 3rd one this year. And the goal is to continue to do that from here on out. He's taught me more than just being a realtor, but building wealth through real estate. And realtor is just an avenue to get there. One of the things Wyatt encouraged me to do is step out of my comfort zone, as he is in several facets of life. But one thing was to attend a Discovery Now weekend. It's a Christian weekend, a retreat. And it was just, it was a great experience in life, and not just spiritually, but how to raise your family. And that's just one of the things he offers. I mean, later today, I'll actually be attending one of his classes at his daycare on parenting and instructing children. So it's just so many facets of life other than just real estate and work. So one of the things that's talked about when you join Kaizen or any one of Wyatt's organizations is the good life. And the good life is whatever you want it to mean for you, and Wyatt's purpose is to help you figure that out and put the necessary goals in place to get you there. And it's forever changing. I mean, I'm constantly having discussions in my mind, and I'm trying to constantly figure out what's the next step. What is the next step in the good life? And it's, like I said, it's forever changing. So, and I expect it to continue to change. So what I'm thinking today may not be what I'm thinking a year from now. I mean, one of the things that keeps popping out is to think bigger, think bigger. And what I thought when I first started Kaizen and joined Wyatt 5 years ago, one of the things that Wyatt speaks about is thinking bigger. And a lot of times, I know for myself, 4 years ago, I just thought way too small. And I look back now and say, I can't believe I thought I could just make this amount, or I thought I could just do these things with my kids. But it's constantly thinking, no, what's the next step? And what's the next step? And one of the great things is accountability. And I think having Wyatt in my life has given me that accountability of push through on those things that can influence life, whether it's be marriage, family, and lastly, business. If you're thinking about what that next step is in life and want to be plugged in with a community that is really striving for that good life and can help you figure out and point you in that right direction, I highly recommend you speak with Wyatt. There's so many opportunities, whether it be real estate, childcare, and so many other endeavors, that there's opportunity to figure out what it is, and he can plug you into this community and figure out what it is that you really want. Because a lot of times people don't know what they want, which causes them just to be in a fog. And one of the things Wyatt always says is people only want what they know and only know what they want. So in saying that, I would suggest having the conversation. That way you could think bigger about what it is that you want out of your good life.